Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name's Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Now, as many of you guys already know, I have been super duper bullish on Nakamoto Games and have been making videos on it literally ever since it was just 8 cents. So today we are going to take a look at Nakamoto Games again, and we are going to see what it would take to reach the levels of $100. And we're also going to take a look at the charts to see what it will take for it to reach new all-time highs as well. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use on a regular basis, feel free to go ahead and check out MEXC with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange for two big reasons. The first one is, as you guys can clearly see, they have the cheapest fees in the entire industry right now for trading. They've got 0% spot fees and 0% futures fees for makers and 0.01% fees for takers. So that's pretty darn cheap in the, in the industry right now. And in addition to that, I'm a huge altcoin nerd, so I literally buy all kinds of different altcoins. And MEXC has over 1,500 different altcoins for me to buy at any given time. So that's another reason why I personally love it. Now, I know you're probably seeing this red bar. If you are based in the United States, you can try to sign up with your phone number rather than your email address. So if you go to sign up and you go over to mobile instead of email, you may be able to sign up with your phone number, all right? But if you try with your email, it's just not going to let you, all right? So that's that. So we are going to look at some very interesting Nakamoto Games data today. So the first thing I want to show you guys here real quick is I want to talk about some holder growth real quick, all right? Just in the last week, all right? Just in the last week, we can see here, let me see here, how long has it been since a week? So a week from today, the day that I'm filming this, would have been August 29th, all right? So from August 29th, on August 29th, we had 8,769 holders, and as of today, we are sitting at 8,908, all right? So that's a little over like 150 or somewhere around 150 new holders just in 1 week. I mean, to be brutally honest with you guys, I've been following Nakamoto Games for quite a while now, about 10 months or so, pretty much ever since 8 cents, and let me tell you, the amount of holders, I mean, this project has been steadily growing as far as holder growth for a very good time now, and they are continuing to gain traction like nobody's business. So that's nice to see as well. Now, in addition to that, when we take a look at some holder info, here's a bunch of list of addresses of all the top holders that are currently holding NAKA tokens, and we're just going to take a look at a couple of them real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So as we can see with this address here, realistically, as you guys can clearly see, this person, whoever this is, I mean, they have been continually adding more and more to their balance sheet on a regular basis. This is great news to see. Obviously, they ended up selling a little bit, 56 days ago, but hey, that was 56 days ago, and they have clearly bought more since. So realistically, these people, whoever they are clearly in it for the end game, which is awesome to see. Now let's take a look at another one and see if there's some other ones that are kind of like that. So we'll take a look at this one real quick. All right, so here's another one. You can clearly see we've got all kinds of different transactions for Nakamoto Games where they are just continually buying more and more on a regular basis. This is great to see, you guys. This is what I'm talking about as far as the project gaining traction and more people buying it and continuing to accumulate more and more over time, all right? Which has honestly, realistically been my personal agenda with Nakamoto Games as well, because I've been buying, pretty much ever since 8 cents, and I'm still buying today as well. Not as much as I used to, but little by little here and there. So overall here, realistically, you guys, as you can clearly see, Nakamoto Games is continuing to grow as far as holder growth goes, and that is awesome to see, all right? So let's take a look at some project updates and stuff like that. Now, we're not going to talk about any specific ones or anything like that. I just want to show you real quick that, for those of you who are watching this who may not be very familiar with Nakamoto Games, I mean, realistically, this project they are the most active as far as overall community engagement goes, and I have honestly never seen a project that is this engaging with their community. I mean, I literally get chills just talking about it because this is just really great stuff to see. I mean, they're constantly posting about all kinds of different updates that they're having on a regular basis. And guys, this isn't something that's new or anything like that either. This has been going on for literally ever since I got into Nakamoto Games at 8 cents. I mean, they just continue to be communicative with people and continually publishing and shipping new products and games and features on a regular basis. So this is awesome stuff to see. All right. In addition to that, as you guys can clearly see, they are very active on CoinMarketCap as well, which not a lot of projects are, to be brutally honest with you. Not a lot of projects actually keep in touch with their community through, platforms like CoinMarketCap and stuff like that. So this is cool to see as well. All right. So what I want to show you now, you guys, is I want to show you how it's possible for a coin like Nakamoto Games to reach levels of $100 or more, all right? Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, it's sitting here at 44 cents right now. There's no way in heck it's going to get to $100, all right? But realistically, I mean, we all saw what happened with Axie Infinity, okay? I mean, Axie Infinity was all the way down, Axie Infinity was at 50 cents at one point in time, all right? And it ended up going all the way up to 160 some odd dollars. I mean, that's insane. And in addition to that, all right, their max supply is right around 270 million, all right? Nakamoto Games' total supply is about 90,000 tokens less than that. So realistically, Nakamoto Games could very easily at some point in time reach these levels at some point, all right? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that market cap would be if that were to happen, all right? So if we go ahead and take, let's see here. Axie Infinity's circulating supply right now is currently 140 million tokens, which is, obviously less than its total supply, obviously. We are nowhere near, Nakamoto Games is nowhere near 140 million supply, but we're going to go ahead and round off this number to just 75 million, okay? So if we round off this number to 75 million and we go ahead and multiply it by $100, I mean, we are going to come out with, let's see here, we're going to come out with a $7.5 billion market cap, which realistically, you guys, in the height of a bull run, I mean, if Axie Infinity can reach those levels, there is literally no reason why Nakamoto Games can't in the future as well. All right. Realistically, it could go much higher than that as well. I mean, imagine if Nakamoto Games ended up going as high as, 160 bucks, all right, just like Axie Infinity did. That would be absolutely insane, all right? So we'll go ahead and take those numbers again, 75 million, and we will go ahead and multiply it by 160 bucks. And we get a market cap of roughly 1,000 million billion, $12 billion, you guys. All right, which again, in the grand scheme of things, in the height of a bull market, that is not an impossible number to reach, all right? All it's going to take is more and more growth and more people buying into it. And realistically, I mean, with the height of things that have been happening lately, Gala Games, all the drama with Gala Games and stuff going on, and more and more people just getting into the blockchain gaming space in general, I mean, realistically, hey, this is a recipe for success, and realistically, in the long-term grand scheme of things, I see no reason why Nakamoto Games can't reach those levels at some point in time, all right? But what I want to do here, you guys, is I want to touch base on some current levels, all right? Because, I just don't want to be talking about, hype and stuff like that, and be talking about, people having stars in their eyes and stuff like, oh my gosh, this coin's going to go to $100. No, we can't really predict that. We can't say that. That's the hope. We want it to go that high, but, realistically, we do have to still be realistic, all right? So, realistically, the very first thing that I want to see out of Nakamoto Games in the, long term here is I want to see it break its all-time high first, all right? So currently, it has an all-time high. Nakamoto has an all-time high of, let's see here. What does CoinMarketCap have here? Nakamoto Games has a current all-time high of $7, and that was pretty much around the time, that was its post-launch price when it started pumping after it launched, and it went up to about $7, okay? So I want to see Nakamoto Games reach those levels first before anything, all right? And realistically, I want to see it reach levels of, right down in here as well, right around in 84 cents, 85 cents, and then break these levels up here of like $1.90 and whatnot, all right? I want to see Nakamoto Games reach those levels before anything else, all right? So when we go ahead and take a look at the long-term daily chart for Nakamoto Games, we can clearly see that we have basically resistance at pretty much every 10 cent level going all the way up to $1, okay? Now here's what I see happening, okay? If Nakamoto Games ends up dropping here on the daily, I realistically can only see it. I don't see it dropping any further than this red line here. This red line is what I've got marked for support. Very strong support in my personal opinion, which is right around 38 cents. And if we end up dropping, I would only hope, honestly, that we would only drop to around those levels. Especially, I don't see it breaking. With how strong Nakamoto Games' price action is, I do not see it breaking this channel right here, okay? So realistically, I could see it, dropping all the way down to maybe right in here somewhere if it does end up dropping. But realistically, you guys, we want to see it, honestly, going up to this first resistance level right here of 50 cents, and then I want to see it be able to find strong support somewhere above the 50 cent level so that we can start working towards the 60 cent level. And then once that happens, we can slowly start migrating our way up. And then once we start migrating our way up to, the top of this channel right here, this is where I feel like we are going to end up having some very, very, very strong resistance. And we may end up sitting here for a while. And dropping down and maybe, ranging for a little bit. But realistically, we do need to break this channel and these resistance levels in order to be reaching, these levels all the way up to $1, which realistically, like I was saying before, you guys, I don't see any issues with that happening. When we zoom out here a little bit, the most resistance we have is right here at roughly around 83 cents. And honestly, my daily chart doesn't go back that far. But realistically, once we reach these levels, to be brutally honest with you guys, I don't see much resistance past 83 cents or so, or once we reach $1. And then after that, I feel like it's honestly clear game all the way straight up until, $7 roughly. I mean, obviously there's going to be some setbacks. There's going to be peaks and valleys along the way, just like, in any market. But realistically, in the long-term grand scheme of things, I see no reason why we can't reach, those levels of its old all-time high. All right. So overall here though, you guys, hey, for my very first price action video, I'll be honest with you, I did a price action video on this earlier and I did not like it. I actually left out a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about, like holder growth and recent updates and stuff like that, and how I think it can get to $100 and whatnot. So I wanted to go ahead and remake this video, and that's why I'm doing this video right now. But overall here, you guys, hey, as far as my, for very first TA video on a project, realistically, I feel like I did pretty good here. So overall here though, you guys, if you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, or anything Nakamoto Games related, or anything altcoin related, or trading related, or anything like that, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video as well. But overall here, you guys, other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But before you guys leave, if you have not already, don't forget to go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section down below of my future videos.